white people have to try and help step up, which is why, Burt, I'd love to get your opinion on the Drew Brees situation, because that just took the whole conversation in a completely different direction. What did you think of that?
I really love the Malcolm Jenkins reply to it. I don't obviously Drew I don't think is racist, but that's part of the problem. He's just so out of touch or clueless at his statements and what they cause that it's just as bad as racism at some point. Again, obviously he's not a racist, but when you make those claims, it's just as hurtful as being a racist, and that's why we're at where we're at now. Again, I'm not a fan of Drew Brees ever since, when the older players that played before that are beat up wanted more pension money. His famous quote was they should have learned to manage their money better. I'm not giving any mind to them. So again, he's tone deaf, and that's fine in your bubble. But I'll give you the example. This is racism. The shut up and dribble shit that you can't. You couldn't make a political response, but Drew
Laura
Brees
Ingraham.
Drew Brees stuck his whole damn everybody's foot in his mouth with this one, and nobody says it because you're white, and he'll probably be a damn commentator for Monday Night Football or something in a couple of years. But that's what racism is.
Well, you said something that
way.
You said something that I always ask myself. You said it's getting worse, probably, the racism in America. And I'm like, is it getting worse, or is it simply the fact that it's being videoed and amplified via social media everywhere now, which is probably a good thing. But I'm just curious, is it worse than it was, or is it just simply that all racist people can now jump on their phones and say racist shit? All people that are on Black Lives Matter can now jump on their phones and try and protest for Black Lives Matter. It's always like a question that I have. Is it worse?
I think it's worse because of social media and those platforms. I mean, back in our day, if you wanted to be a racist and you wanted to spew your shit, you go get your ass whooped, or you whoop somebody's ass, one of the two. But nowadays, you can just hide behind there and say anything to anybody, and that's the problem. It's like these people wouldn't come out in the street and say it, but that's the problem, and then it incites everybody else. And I mean, if you don't think it's getting worse, look at Barack Obama. Despite whether you agree with his policies or you don't agree with his policies, how do you even put that man down? I mean, family. I mean, he is the epitome of a gentleman and everything. But because he's black, we have to hear all this shit. Then we get another guy. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Then you get Trump in the White House, and again, this isn't about policies or anything else. It's married, and you get this far right that thinks he's great because he opposes abortions. I don't want to see Trump's tax return. I want to see how many abortions he's paid for from hoes that he slept with. How about that? I mean, so you get these two extremes, and it's insane to me how you can be a Christian or be somebody that says you're a Christian and support this guy and the shit he says. I mean, I don't care what you are. At this point, you need to step up and have some leadership and, calm the nation down a little bit. Not throw more flames on the fires or fire on the flames, whatever it is, gas on the fire. But it's just a joke. It's a fucking joke. We're a joke around the world for this fucking joke that we have in office. And again, I don't care I'm a Republican. Doesn't matter to me. But I mean, damn, this is fucking embarrassing.